Hey guys, welcome back to your women's gear review channel, and today we are reviewing the Antler Discovery 45-litre backpack. In this review we will of course have got you covered. We're going to go through the summary, we'll go through the features, we'll pack it out, see if we can get into it, we'll do a wee fit check, airline test, water test, and then run through some pros and cons. And of course, as always, if there is anything that we have missed that you would like to know, then just pop us a wee comment below and be sure to get back to you. Okay, let's get cracking on with the summary. So this is another addition to their Discovery range. I have reviewed their Discovery backpack, the 28-litre, for you to go over and check out as well if that's something that you prefer, maybe a smaller size. This is the 45-litre as mentioned. Their collection offers some wonderful products and they are very aesthetically pleasing, if I do say so myself. This is priced at £160. It is made with recycled polyester. You've got 55 by 35 by 24 in centimeters and a starting weight of 1.47 kg. So we do have a little bit of flexibility with this backpack, enough for you to kind of pack it out to the max if you wish. But if you are doing that with the main compartment, just something to be aware of is that the front pockets do become a little bit limited, which we'll see when we start packing it out. You've got this kind of style, whether it is packed or unpacked. It obviously can be kind of compressed in with your compression straps if you wish. It's going to be down to you and your style, whether you prefer like a pop of colour that you can go for with this one, maybe the mustard yellow, or if you do prefer the darker colours, then you do have the option for that as well. And as mentioned, I'd definitely go check out their other backpack that I've reviewed, the 28-litre, because that might be a bit more of your style and a little bit smaller. If you are liking the look of Antler, then you've got options. They only offer lifetime warranty on their suitcases. They do offer international shipping and returns. Okay, let's get cracking on with the features. So we have the huge Antler right in here on the front for the kind of branding. That's pretty much it for the external on the branding. So starting off with the external features here, you do have 4 external straps. Now, usually with straps and things like that, I do find them to be a bit beneficial. I will say that these aren't as beneficial as I would hope. Like, in terms of getting them into position, I'm very much struggling to kind of compress them. I can loosen them like that. But kind of compressing them in isn't as easy. If you can see, kind of have to start like feeding it through for it to be, does that make sense? Like, it's not as smooth operating as just simply pulling it. Like, I kind of have to feed this through like that. Yes, I do love an external strap, but I would like it to be a little bit more smoother in kind of changing the compression in that. Obviously when you pull it out, it's absolutely fine. Also, I do prefer having like a pocket so I can secure in a product. Say it was a tripod or even a larger water bottle, then I could feed that through there. This is obviously going to be great for compressing in the bag if you do need to fit it within smaller spaces and things like that. And if you did want to attach anything through here and kind of compress it in, you obviously just have to be aware that that system is not ideal. Just take what you want from that, and that's on both sides. They do unclip here. That's a nice little system, and they do have little dangle stoppers as well. So on this side, just you're gonna find a little grab and handle. This is quite rough and ready. There is no real cushion to it. It's just structured like so, but really easy to grab on this rather than grabbing on your straps. That is there. Nothing on this side. The same handle here on the top. Again, not really a lot of cushion, just something to grab onto. If we look then for the swing the bag around side pocket here, you can kind of hide it through this flap if you wish. If you pull on that, then inside it does have like a softer-ish material. It's not fleeced or anything, but a little bit softer. It runs right up to the very top and down to the very bottom. Now it is a dark hole, so showing you that is pretty impossible. It's just going to be space in there, and we will be packing it up so you'll be able to see a bit better as to what we can kind of fit in that space. Then if we go to the top here, we do have a lockable zips. 2 double zips with little custom pillars throughout. They have this little rope system, which is a lovely wee touch. This is like a moon shaped kind of pocket. In here, again, we're working with a dark space. So, again, I have to use your imagination with this one. runs right down, so the whole pocket itself is a nice open space. No internal organization, it is just space within there. I'm just trying to think if you did have, say, a laptop. Obviously we will be packing it out. That's a 15-inch MacBook Pro. It is really well padded, so if you did think, oh, really love to have my laptop on the front there, then you could fit that in there. Otherwise, that is just space for both of these pockets. And me trying to show you a dark space in the camera is pretty impossible. You just have to imagine it. Lockable zips here on the back. Again with our little rope pullers. So one side coming through. These can kind of act like a little bit of anti-theft, which is nice. I really do like the moments such as the lockable zips. Fan favorite. If we open this up. Again, we're working with a dark backpack here. I'm going to try and brighten this up as much as possible without kind of affecting the whole quality of it all. We've got a little sleeve here. It's on one side. A little bit of organization, a little pocket here at the top, like so. A little bit of mesh. On one side is a little bit of organization, so a little pocket, and then the other side you have your kind of mesh compartment if you did want to create a little bit of organization here. So kind of like a suitcasey style opening. You're going to feel that like in terms of the pockets. So when we start packing out, you'll be able to see a bit better in what will fit. That's just space. Again, fairly simple in terms of organization. Is that closing this, going into the back pocket here. Interestingly enough, the one pocket I would definitely want lockable zips. They've chosen not to. So this is a zip that runs right round. So you can open it up. It's a double zip. It opens up like so. Then you have your little gusts opening up on both sides like so. Makes it really hard for me to show you because again it is dark. This is lovely. I really like this little strap. A little bit of branding on there. Could have done with more stickiness here running right down because you just got that moment. This is going to be like your little laptop compartment. I'm going to give you a measurement. It is well padded. We do have a false bottom. It's right up to 18.5. Obviously you've got that curve, so something to be aware of. 12.5 across. This is the 15-inch MacBook Pro 2017 in there. Plenty of space then for those bigger laptops in this back pocket. So if you were looking for a travel backpack that did facilitate those bigger laptops, then that is a great option here. Then going on to a little bit of organization. Interesting enough, the whole kind of key system is here in the back with the organization. Usually you would find that all in the front of the bag, but they're kind of creating, I guess, like this techie moment. Two mesh pockets here, a bigger pocket and two little pen holders. So a longer one here, a shorter pocket here. Your key tether that is rotational. You can plop your keys in there. Now one thing they've opted to do, which it's very, very hard to show you, is down here, if you can kind of see, is another mesh pocket where you could place in your charger if you wanted to. But that is the space. Obviously opens right up. So I'm just going to close that and we'll pack it up in a second. Right, on the back system here, we have these straps. Little nipple at the top here. No real, I mean it's padded, but it's not as thoughtful as I would like as a back system for a 45-litre backpack. Could have implemented some load lifters here. That's what I would expect, and then maybe thicker, more thoughtful kind of straps here for that system. You do have a rotational sternum strap, so a little bit of support. I'll get more into that in the fit check so you can see a bit better. The clickable close, little dangle stopper, fair enough here. You've got removable straps, so you can tuck these away if you wanted to. Plop them in the back here and stow them in there as well. The back system, you've got a luggage pass-through and just some padding here on the back. Not little moments to kind of pump the posture. It's just flat in that sense. So clipping these back on. Let's go ahead and pack her on up. So I'm gonna go with the main compartments. These are women's UK size 6 shoes. Plop them over to the side. I'm gonna go makeup bag here. I'm just gonna go up at the top. My Nintendo DS. I'm gonna go tech pouch. Packing cube. Go an extra jumper. It's a thick jumper, so you can pack that up with another packing cube if you wish. I'm gonna go a pair of leggings. I'm gonna go my wash bag. I've got bits and bobs in there. Can I get you here? All right, let's close that. This then just becomes non-existent to use unless you had like a really thin kind of book. So I have this word search that I could place in there. That's about it for that space when you start packing out that main compartment. Then on the side here, it does become a little bit tight, but not too tight. You could still fit in things that you want quicker access to. So say I wanted my phone and cards, I could place them in there. My AirPods could go in there, have that. Then going into the kind of tech compartment here, it's going to be hard to show you, so do apologize. I'll try and talk it through. We're going to go 15-inch into that back pocket. Even a 12-inch, so I'm just going to place that in there like so. I think that's going to close. Actually, I'm going to take out the 15-inch and put in the 12. So I've got the charger for that to match, so the 12-inch can go there. The charger isn't going to go as smooth as I would like. You see that bottom pocket that we spoke about? Down at the very bottom, which is not going to be ideal to show you, but that's what I'm trying to do. That doesn't fit in. When it starts to pack out, it kind of becomes a little bit useless. So we're just going to have to set our charger there, if that will close. I'm going to try and slip a power bank in. I'll put it in this mesh pocket with the lead. Keys. Oh my god. It's too tight to place it in that pocket, so we have to offer this mesh pocket. Really ideal, and then close in like that. About 9 kg. Sorry, this is where I interrupt and just say, if you do happen to have a wee gander on the website of the products we are reviewing, then we would be so grateful if you could use our links below. This is no extra cost to you, and it just helps us as a team and growing our channel. What's that? Oh, you would like me to introduce you to the team so you can see who you're helping out? No bother. Let's go. First up, we have our editor, Orla, our outreach manager, Orla. Oh, there is our script writer. She's shy. She's called Orla. Then we have this sexy lady for thumbnails. The main star of our reviews is the reviewer herself, Orla. And last but not least, the woman who does it all. Her name is kind of like Lorla, but it's Orla. So don't forget to click that first link to purchase your item. Okay, time for a fit check, comfortability, and see how this feels and looks on the female body. So this is what the backpack looks like on me. For reference, I am 5'6". It's fine, okay? But for long periods of time, for heavy loads, I definitely would need some load lifters, a little waist belt, and maybe more material here on the sternum strap, just to get a better fit throughout on this backpack. The back padding is nice. The straps are okay. They're not the comfiest, especially when we're packing to the full and we have the lack of other support there. It's just not my favorite, but it might be yours. This might be your favorite. So I definitely just wanted to show you on me for a little bit of reference. So for a wee airline test, this is the replica of EasyJet behind me, a really good starting base. So if you want to measure that up with your own airline, then you can do that. Let's see if it fits as a carry-on. That will fit in lovely as a carry-on for, why do I talk when I'm in mid-lifting? as a carry-on for EasyJet. For a water test, this is absolutely grand for a light drizzle. Not great for a downpour for long periods of time or a heavy shower. Okay, time for some pros and cons. Okay, some pros is that it has the lockable zips on there. I really enjoy the color and definitely how easy it is to kind of chuck everything in and run with it. It's not too overwhelming with the organization, especially like with those front compartments, and even in the main compartment you've just got that kind of suitcase style opening. Okay, some cons to think about. It's definitely a dark hole. The organization in the back here with the laptop compartment, it's just not as useful as I would hope. Like when you start packing out the main compartment, then that becomes a little bit maybe if you start off packing with the back, then you have a little bit of a better luck, but that might compromise the main compartment space too. And also I would just prefer the key tether to be on the front of the bag, not in the back of the bag. I also would say that I do love an outer water bottle compartment, and with the compression straps, it's just too awkward to kind of compress it down with ease. And yeah, I would just love that moment to be a little bit easier. I don't know if it's just me finding it very difficult to do that, but it was definitely an effort. For a travel backpack, especially for a 45 litre, I would definitely love more effort put here into the back system. Load lifters, thicker straps and more padding on those, and also possibly a hip belt. I definitely say it does become a little bit more aesthetically pleasing rather than practical for me. I definitely feel like it is great for minimal packing, and if you're a bit more smart with it, then absolutely grand. It's a really nice, easy chuck it in backpack. But just moments like the lockable zips, I absolutely adore them, but I just feel like that moment could have been carried out here to the laptop compartment, because if you're placing in lots of tech in there, that's where your keys are and everything, then I would have loved for that to be lockable as well. Do let me know below your pros and cons, what you like, what you don't like, if this is your cup of tea, if it is, why, if it isn't, why not. I'd love to know all that juicy stuff below. So that is the end of our review. We hope you enjoyed, and if you did, then why not consider joining the channel and hitting that subscribe button. If you do happen to have a wee gander and you are thinking about purchasing this bag, or maybe some of their other products that we have reviewed as well, or any products over on their website, then we'd be forever grateful if you could use our links below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.